Hi and welcome back to Park to Legend. Here we are with episode 9 and it's our first summer transfer window at the Gunners, and I'm hoping today to get a decent budget because we didn't get them into last season. Don't know whether that means we're in Europe or not, or what flavour of Europe we're going to have. But please do like, subscribe and get notified to future uploads from myself and Lamorna when she's around and about. And let's go and have a look what we're going to do in this transfer window and also our end of season roundup. I think it's going to be quite interesting to see what we're going to get when I click this button here. Now, I'm not going to look. I want to look. I don't want to look. I want to look.
Make up your mind.
Well, I don't think we're going to get much money, but
maybe close your eyes to start with.
If it's over £50 million and like, I don't know, would we on like £4 million transfer? If it's over 50 million, Lamorna,
yeah.
Say to me I'm excited. I've clicked it. Is there over 50 million?
4.6 million.
4.6 million. 88 million pounds to spend. Oh my goodness me. We're going to have some fun. 88 million pounds to spend. And
so that's
4.6.
how much they give us?
Yes.
They gave us 88.25 million pounds to add on to what we've already got.
So if we look at the finances now, 88.25 million pounds, 4.6 million pound wage budget. We're currently spending 4 million, so we've got 600,000 pounds to spend on wages. It's going to be fun. And here we go with all of our end of season bits and bobs. So looking at it, I get a bit bogged down with all this stuff. We don't need to be wearing at staff meetings and all that sort of thing. What we need to do is look at the season review. And here we are with our season review of season 2028-29. No trophies, but it was only our first half a season. This is our first full season in charge of the Gunners, so hopefully we can see how we can do. Now, with signings, most of this lot are going to be pinked out. See that there? They've got a little pink piece there.
Yeah, but there's a Wonder Kid there.
Yeah, but this piece here, look, is because we didn't sign them. We didn't sign many players at all. So yeah, like I said, all these pinked ones, we didn't sign them. These were already here, but there are some that we did sign. And starting at the very, very top is Alan Martinho, the Wonder Kid. And, see that star there? Star signing of the season. There he is. Cost us £93 million from Bournemouth. 19 starts.
We used to be at Bournemouth.
Exactly. 19 starts, 18 goals, 2 assists, a 7.39. So an absolutely blockbuster start to the season with this lad. Ibrahim Tunker, another one who came in from Bournemouth. We spent a lot of money with Bournemouth. 14 starts, no goals, 8 assists, 3 of them all in one game. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. A 7.18. Our third main signing, Mike Noble, comes in from Bournemouth, £120 million, 9 starts, 4 off the bench, 1 assist, a 7.08. So again, another one who's done quite well in the few games that he played. Bitshaby, yeah, less said about him the better. Ali Hadji, he came in as well, a 6.65, but you got to remember, only £7 million for Ali Hadji, and he is training to be a central midfielder where he is really
he isn't
a support striker. But he's only young. He's only young. See, he's got 5-star potential, 2-star current ability. So very, very good. Hoping for big things from him this season. So signing wise, I'm fairly happy. The board, an A-. They're absolutely ecstatic with what we did. We took over with the club 18th in the league. We finished 6th.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good indeed, yes. We're very happy with that ourselves. Champions League, a D. They weren't very happy. But then we got knocked out by Bayern Munich. So, which we saw on cam, wasn't very good. FA Cup, runners up. Unfortunately, we lost in the final. Carabao Cup, knocked out before we even come to the club. Moments to remember. Yes. Goal of the season was Fabian against West Ham. The 2-2 draw. Highest win, 5-1 against Wolves. Our match to remember, beating Manchester City 3-1. Absolutely lovely. Just what was required. And it's just beautiful to see. Now, we are worldwide, so we should be. Most shirt sales. Saka, top shirt sales. Of course he is. He is the absolute pinnacle of his career. He is flying along nicely, loving life, and got the most shirt sales. McAllister, Gakpo, Goretzka, and Fabian. Obviously, all these world-class players we've got, all with those beautiful shirt sales. How we lined up. Yes, it has come into fruition. Even though they were playing a 4-4-2 when we signed, Ramsdale in goal, Tomiyasu, Saliba, White, Tierney, Noble at the base, McAllister, Fabian. So Goretzka's not even in here, which is very surprising. Noble on that 7.08. Saka, Gakpo and Moutinho up top. The accolades. Right, here we go. Fans Player of the Year, Bukayo Saka. Fans Player of the Year. Young Player of the Year, Alan Moutinho. Wonder kid that he is. Signing of the season, Moutinho. Goal of the season, Fabian. Top goal scorer, Moutinho with 18 goals. Saka, 19 assists. Look, absolutely cracking. Most man of the matches, 7 by Saka. Highest average rating, 7.2 by Saka. Most passes. Yeah, he's picked up loads of awards. He's raking it in.
And 3 for Moutinho.
Yeah, he's had loads. Record breakers, Saka with those 19 assists brings up the record for that. And Ibrahim Tunka picks up the highest transfer with all the add-ons of £131 million it will cost us. History in the making, poor season and all that jazz. I'm surprised there's anything actually here, because the reason we're here is because it was such a rubbish season to start with Pep Guardiola. But he is now gone and we're in. So let's go and have a look at our dynamic timeline. Oh, look at it. It's so dynamic.
Looks very confusing as well.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like this. It's, yeah. Right, so what I'm more interested in is the fact of our team. Squad depth and all that sort of thing. So goalkeeper, I think we probably need an extra one. Always like to have a third goalkeeper. Looking at the defence, looking at it, we need another left back. You've got Tierney, but we could do with an extra left back just to, because Saka's class is the second best left back. He's our right winger
as well.
Yeah, so we don't really want him there, do we? Gakpo, Saka again on the left hand side.
There's 3 places you can play.
I know, he's so versatile. He can play anywhere. Midfield, I think we're sorted with our midfielders because we've got the youngsters there as well as all these old. Now that's a problem. Goretzka's now 34 years old, and look, he is starting to drop off. His physicals aren't looking very good. Fabian, maybe we try and sell him, try and get some money. We'll have to wait and see. Same with the defenders. Martinez, maybe we try and get rid of him. We'll see. But what we'll do, we'll scoot on a few days and see what we can bring up player-wise and see what we can spend that £88 million on. Well, first piece of business, and we have recouped £47.5 million for Emile Smith-Rowe. He asked to leave at the end of the season, and we've managed to get an absolute fortune for him in £47.5 million. There was a lot of other teams interested, but nobody went as far as Chelsea. He's going across London to Chelsea. Of all the teams, but I was not going to turn down £47.5 million just for the fact he's going over the road, if you like. So, hey-ho, he didn't want to be here, and we've got a whole bundle of cash. So finances now £120 million at the moment, and that's only going to go up when we get even more money in. And we've scooted on a couple of days, and we have brought in our next player. Oh my goodness me. Romario Lashley comes in from Bournemouth. You've got it. He's costing us £25 million up front, but it will be a deal that goes to 125 million in total. So it will be a deal that's going to cost us £125 million for the potential England international, who is Romario Lashley. Now, again, it's another one of those players we've had at Bournemouth, but he is an absolute speedster. He will be competing with Tierney down on that left-hand side, and I think it's only a matter of time before this boy will get an England cap, and hopefully now he's moved to Arsenal, he will be there very soon. Well, here we go. We spoke to the media and said we're not going to go on a spending spree. So Smith Rowe has left for that £47.5 million. That's not gone down very well with the fans, which I'm sure you boys and girls out there, all you Gunners, probably aren't that happy he's gone to Chelsea. But at 28 years old and he's wanting to leave the club, he's requested to leave, handed a transfer request. He's got to go. And end of the day, £47.5 million. We've got our 3 new signings in. Romario Lashley comes in as a C-. Harvey Elliott comes in.
One of my brother's favourite players.
Yes, indeed. Harvey Elliott is a winger. He's coming from PSG for £28 million. He sold to PSG recently for £92 million. So they've taken a massive hit on him, and he will be probably around that left-hand side or probably through the centre maybe. We'll have to see how we go, but he has got so much potential. And we've also brought in a 22-year-old midfielder called Nikola Milikovic. Now, this lad come up on the radar as being someone of interest, and he's at Krezovov Zeverkirk. He's cost us £15 million. I'm not going to pronounce that name again. And straight away, he is a world-class midfielder. He is 22 years old, and he's world-class.
Wait, so you mean he's one of the best in the world?
He's one of the best players in the world. The Serbian central midfielder comes in and he's going to be an absolute superstar. Other than the fact that he's a mercenary personality, so we're going to have to get that sort of come out of him.
So you mean he's a bit like...
Yeah, he's going to... Could be a bit dodgy sometimes. We'll have to wait and see.
Like arguing with the...
Yes, he might do a bit of that. Well, he might do all that sort of thing. But what we're going to do, we're going to try and get him in with another group and try and get that mercenary knocked out of him. So spending sprees and all that sort of thing. We've broken the transfer record with Lashley at £125 million. The previous record was Mike Noble, another Bournemouth player. So Bournemouth have now had nearly £500 million out of us. I think we've made Bournemouth rich. I hope that's not going to come and bite us in the backside. Now, another interesting thing, Pablo Longoria. He's just put in an £88 million bid for Dane Scarlett. I don't know where all this money keeps coming from, but he's put in this bid for Dane Scarlett. Now, I look at Dane Scarlett, who used to be a Tottenham player, so straight away I'm thinking, I don't really want to buy him.
He looks good.
He is very good as a striker, but I'm thinking to myself, right, if we've got £88 million to spend on a striker, I can find somebody better than Dane Scarlett. There's also Ryan Gravenberch is up for grabs for £18.5 million. I'm quite interested in him. But what we're going to do, we're going to go and have a little look around and see if we can find a better striker for £88 million rather than Dane Scarlett. I've got somebody in mind. Now, when I said I've got someone in mind, it's another Bournemouth player. You've guessed it. I bought all these players with Bournemouth, and I bought them for a reason, because they are great. Now, the latest next-gen winner
Well, you
of...
know that because you know that they're good because you played with them.
Exactly. Now, the 6'5" giant that is João Marcos.
Why is he so tall?
Exactly, and that's exactly why I want him. He is the latest player to win the Next Gen award. He has picked it up, and we've had a bid of £110 million offered in for him. Bournemouth wanted to loan him back. We've said no. I think we're going to get him. There is a little bit on the old never. It's not a full 110. It's the 88 that we offered for Dane Scarlett and a little bit extra. And our coaching team, I tell you what, they just keep flying them in. Look at this. This lad here, Klaus Garden Christensen, is a 19-year-old wonder kid from Leicester, Longoria.
He's not even that old.
Exactly. Longoria is an absolute superstar at finding these players. And I thought we had it great with Bournemouth, but life at Arsenal is just beautiful. And as quick as a flash, here he is, João Marcos, who is now classed as a wonder kid, and he is valued at £110 to £131 million. He's not quite as good on the potential as I thought he was going to be, but then that might change slightly. We'll have to wait and see. But at 6'5" and an absolute beast, he is going to be something special to go along with our fine striker Matinho. Do you reckon, Lamorna?
Pretty good.
Well, fan reaction is a B-, so they're very happy. So we're happy with that. Right, let's go and on a few more days and see what else we can sort out. Well, you know, I said a minute ago about potentially that Lashley really should be playing for England or will be in the near future. Romario Lashley has got his first England cap. He is now valued at 247 to 282 million pounds. He is an England international.
If someone wanted to buy him.
If somebody wanted to buy him, they'd have to pay all of that money.
But you wouldn't let them.
No, they're not having Lashley. He is an absolute superstar, and I am... Congratulations. Congratulations on your first cap, Romario, because it's going to be one of many, let's hope. It's now the 18th of June. I think we'll scoot on a few more days and see where we are, because this is just great. So we've gone on a few more days and we have brought in our goalkeeper that we required to be the third choice. Gavin Bazuna comes in for £4.3 million. He is not as great as he was previously before, but he's just a nice option to have as backup goalkeeper. He comes in actually as the second best goalkeeper at the club, but he's just, it says nomadic. He's been at a few clubs, but he's just a great option to have there for us. And why not, if we've already got the left back who plays for England in Lashley, Tino Livramento. Oh, I tell you what, Longueira. He is an absolute gem. He put in a bid of £82 million for Tino Livramento, and Southampton snapped our hand off. So hopefully we'll be having him in rather soon. So that sorts out two youngish fullbacks. What do you reckon, Lamorna?
Good.
It's good, isn't it? I do hope so, because this is really going to put... In fact, let's have a little look a minute. Competition stats. Where does it say? Season preview. 4th. So it's saying at the moment 4th. Livramento is in the Dream 11. Dane Scarlett's up there as well, look. I do wonder whether we should have tried to buy him. But no.
You made the wrong choice.
We'll see. And we've gone on a few more days, and Pablo Longueira has sorted out the elite fullback that is Tino Livramento. Thank you very much. Absolutely wonderful. We have, for some reason, started playing games again. We're in the Club World Cup, and we played SPO, beat them by 2-0. If I just show you the information there. So we played in Bayern Munich, and we absolutely battered them, to be honest. 14 efforts, 6 on target. Sacco and Matinho with the goals. And we've got another game. We're playing Bayern Munich. For goodness sake. It won't be long and we are playing Bayern. And loads more players coming through again. Rafinha, look, wouldn't want him, but he's too old. But my goodness me. Pablo, you are spoiling us, son. One thing that Lamorna just noticed, and we'll do it again. I'll click on it. Ready? Yeah. What did you call it?
Looks like a giant rubber dinghy.
There you go. The Allianz Arena, a giant rubber dinghy. Children don't lie. That's exactly what it is, isn't it? Right, season expectations. So, FIFA World Cup, they expect us to get to the quarter-finals desired. Europa League winners. They want us to win the Europa League. Premier League, qualify for the Europa League through the league. We want to be in the Champions League. Thank you very much, Arsenal. So, Nathan Manning, chairperson. I expect better than that. FA Cup, quarter-final, yes, we'll leave that as it is. Carabao Cup, third round. Well, can we maybe try and go for the fourth round? Oh, yes, look, that will push our money up a little bit more. We've now got no more transfer budget. We're spent out, so that is pretty much the end of our transfer window. But we have got Bayern Munich coming up soon. Well, we're up to the Bayern Munich game. It is coming up next. We have had a slight issue. Lisandro Martinez, he's unhappy. He wants to leave. But the problem is, he's got a load of people. We offered him out because he wanted to leave. He then got a grumpy on because he said we're touting him around. The problem was I didn't transfer list him. Even though he's transfer listed by request, it's a bit of a mix.
You probably forgot to do it.
Yes. And the problem with that is we've got 5 players who are unhappy with that situation, including Ben White. Now, I'm hoping that Ben White will be back on track with us because he is one of our best central defenders. Even Livramento actually goes in as one of our best central defenders, which is crazy because he would not be playing central defence. Even though he is 6'1", he could play there, but he will be our right back, Livramento there. Look. So we are still trying to ship some players out, hopefully trying to get a few more out the door. Fabian, he's probably one that is going to go. If we have a quick look at the transfers, on the outs, say Martinez possibly going to Leicester, £21.5 million. Fabian, we're waiting on a deal with him for Reims for £26 million. So hopefully some of these players might start moving out. He is a world-class midfielder still, but at 33 years old, everything's starting to drop off. I'm going to cash in on him now. Goretzka we're probably going to keep around for another season just as that extra midfielder. But so as it stands at the moment, I'm thinking we're going to line up come start of the season something like this. We have got a fair old chunk of the transfer window to go. We've got this World Club Cup, which we're going to play Bayern Munich and hopefully beat them, and then we'll have the next games as well. But it's sort of like looking like Ramsdale, Livramento, White, Saliba, Lashley, Noble at the base, Milinkovic, Tunker, Saka, Elliott and Matinho up top. Then with Gakpo, we've got all these players who are unregistered because we bought them after we had to announce the team to go out and play the World Club Cup. It's just an absolute mess. Rob Johns away on international duty as well. Hadji as well. Same with him. Marcos ineligible, again unregistered. So with Marcos and that sort, I think our business is done. I don't think we need to buy anyone else. If we can sell a couple like we're trying to do, maybe we do bring in another central defender. Bitsubi maybe? We'll have to wait and see. I think we have got a bid in for him at the moment of £15 million, but that all depends on other deals going through. So as it stands at the moment, with the competition stats, where are we now? Season preview, we're 5th. We've dropped a place. Man United have gone above us. That's not good.
I thought we were...
We were 4th. No, this is the prediction. This is where we think we're going to be. So Jeremy Pino is now in as striker. So they've lost Dane Scarlett. He's come out of there. Livramento and Saliba we've got in there as 2 of our players for the Dream 11. So that's great news. But one player who really has frustrated me is the Bayern Munich player. Georgios Ilidis has signed for Liverpool for £113 million. We went in for him as well, trying to get him, but he signed for Liverpool. And look at the absolute state of these stats. He is full of reds. Red for danger, red for great. He is now a Liverpool player. The elite winger, Georgios Ilidis. That's very frustrating. And he's straight in the Dream 11. Second best player in the league behind Haaland. Oh, it's so frustrating. But
maybe
as it stands...
Haaland.
Well, should we have a look at Haaland? Not for sale. Not for sale under any circumstances. And look at this. He is just ridiculous. But the great thing is, hopefully, with the team that we've got now, we should be able to compete, even though we're now down to 5th. I think when the season comes around...
I don't think it's a big deal being in 5th.
No, I think we'll be all right. Well, boys and girls, I hope you have enjoyed our transfer special. We're spent up. We have spent a hell of a lot of money. £319 million. But then, when you want to get up those leagues, you've got to buy class. And that's exactly what we've done. We have bought some real top quality players. And I hope, and you hope, I hope. We'll see you next time out for Bayern Munich. Of all the teams. Revenge. We got to revenge the last time we played them. See you next time out. Goodbye.
Bye.